Jimmy Butler sticks out to me, and maybe it's him, but DeMar DeRozan is the name that comes to mind for me. Is it DeMar?
Toronto.
The player with the most head-to-head wins that LeBron has had in his career over is Al Horford.
Don't tell me that was your name. You're lying.
Was that yours, Tim?
I mean, Al Horford played for the Hawks, who he always killed, and he played for the Celtics.
That's a good one. That's a good one, Hembo.
Who did I say? I said Lance Stevenson.
He said
that
Lance
was mine.
Stevenson. That's a good one.
Good work. Actually, we got the list here. Horford 1, Garnett 2, Paul Pierce 3, Lance Stevenson number 4.
Look
All
at
right,
you.
not bad. All
That's
right.
not bad at all,
Let's
Peter.
run the floor. Last night's NBA action as Vince goes 0 for 3 against Hembo.
Thanks, Peter.
Sorry, just
slamming it in.
We keep score. The Knicks took down the Celtics thanks to a fourth quarter takeover from one Josh Hart. He was 3 for 3 from three-point land, had 2 clutch ones at the end to put the Celtics away. The Knicks need the Celtics now to lose their final 2 regular season games while winning out themselves if they want the 2 seed. But most likely, it'll be Celtics 2, Knicks 3. Out west, the Rockets continued their winning ways, taking down the 76ers to win their 8th straight ball game. KD led the way for Houston, 29 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, his 305th career game with at least 25, 5, and 5. That ties Russell Westbrook for 8th all-time in NBA history. Let's stay out west because the depleted Lakers took on the Stephless Warriors, but LeBron was on the court, and that was all the Lakers needed. We saw vintage LeBron last night, 26, 11, and 8. He led the Lakers outright in all 3 categories. It was also LeBron's 164th time that he's led a team in all 3 statistical categories. We bring it in here with our NBA crew. Let's spin it forward a little bit here. The Lakers get the win, but Windy, I ask you, if they could still get the 3, 4, or 5 seed, can you kind of set the stage for what needs to happen and how it could all work for Los Angeles?
Well, for the Lakers to be able to get that win last night against the Warriors really opened up possibilities. They play the Suns tonight. The Suns are locked into the 7 seed. They have no incentive to win, and they're acting like it. They have several players out, including Devin Booker. If the Lakers can recover from that win last night and win tonight, they have the Jazz on Sunday. I promise you the Jazz will play 4 players if they have to not win that game. And then I will expect that those 2 wins, the Lakers clinch the 4th seed, no worse than the 4th seed, and have home court, which if you're trying to figure out a way for the Lakers to extend their season, get Luka and Austin Reeves maybe back, it starts with getting home court. But Denver does not have the 3 seed locked up, even though they've won 10 games in a row. But boy, do the Oklahoma City Thunder want Denver to have the 3 seed. They are sitting essentially their entire team tonight in Denver. They will only have 8 active players, and they are going to try very hard to lose that game. So very easily could come down to Sunday where the Lakers know whether they're 3, 4, or 5.
Yeah, Tim, you were breaking it down in the production meeting so eloquently. What do we got to see, and why does Sunday maybe matter for 2 other teams?
Well, yeah, so tonight's game with the Lakers and Suns matters a ton because the Lakers lose that game, they're all but certainly going to be 5 because the Rockets are going to win out, so they'll be 4 then. But if the Lakers win tonight, and then they'll win, as Wendy said, no, they're going to win Sunday against Utah. Utah might sign us to play. That would then set up a scenario where the Spurs play Denver in the final game of the season. Now, Victor Wembanyama's dealing with this rib issue. He's probably going to play his 20-plus minutes tonight and get himself eligible for awards. But if the Spurs win that game Sunday against Denver, which they'll be incentivized to do, and by the way, a couple years ago, Denver had a chance to beat San Antonio the last game of the season. They did not. They wound up playing Minnesota in the second round, losing in 7 games. So we'll see if history repeats itself. But if San Antonio wins that game, Denver goes to 4, the Lakers go to 3, and the Spurs ensure the Thunder play the Nuggets in the second round, and San Antonio gets the glide path to the conference finals that right now it looks like Oklahoma City's going to get. So a lot of things could happen this weekend, but they begin with this game tonight between the Suns and the Lakers, and we'll see if the Lakers
What
can
I'm
win.
gathering from all this is everyone's trying to avoid Denver. Does that sound like that's right?
Everybody's trying to avoid a nightmare matchup in the second round that's going to take a lot out of you. So let's just say if you're Oklahoma City and you have the primrose path laid out for you, where maybe you play Houston in round 2 because of virtue of that first round series between the Lakers and Rockets, you're going to chill until about May 16th. And then you're going to be fresh after Denver and San Antonio go 7 games with Jokic and Wembanyama, which we all want to see. So it's a round-robin game between those 3 best teams in the Western Conference. who lines up with who, it still feels like Oklahoma City's in the driver's seat
City
right
hit the nail
now.
on the head right there. There's 3 teams that can win the West. So one of these 2 teams at the top is only going to have to beat one of them. The other one's going to have to beat 2. That's what this weekend's about.
Wendy, you mentioned something earlier. OKC started off the season, like 20-1, and then they've just now finished the season about 20-1. They're sitting pretty at number 1, but they won't play any starters.
Yeah, there's been so much. Yeah, there's been so much going on. We've sort of lost track, and everyone's going for awards in 65 games. But Oklahoma City started the season 24-1. People were wondering if they could win 74 games. They had some injuries that died. They're 20-1 in their last 21 games to go get the number 1 seed. They are flying, and as Vinny just laid out right there, they could be flying into the postseason healthy with a perfect draw as long as everything falls right. But they've got to lose tonight in Denver, and trust me, they will.
Yeah, explain that. So OKC is not playing anybody. Why not?
Because they don't want to have to play the Denver Nuggets in round 2. You want to give yourself in the playoffs, you want to give yourself as much rest and rhythm as possible without the atrophy of going through it. So if you can manipulate, not in the way the Cleveland Cavaliers are manipulating it to play one team as opposed to the other, but if you are the first seed in the Western Conference and you can play 4 or 5, like in the NFL, they reseed. In the NBA, it's a flat bracket. So if you can play 4 or 5, and that's Lakers, Houston, that's an easier series, an infinitely easier series than playing Denver in round 2. A series that you could lose. I doubt you lose it, but you don't want to take the chance if you don't have to.
Wendy, I got to ask you, because I'm watching this Houston team just rattle off victories. Are they tempting fate, saying, okay, bring on Houston instead?
They don't have a choice. The Lakers probably are not going to get to choose who they play. It's going to be, can they hold on? Houston is almost certainly going to be the 4 or the 5. And their situation is Houston has won 8 straight games. They've scored over 110 points in all 8 of those games. They've improved their offense by increasing their passing. They're going to hit the postseason feeling great about themselves. And they will be rooting like hell for the Nuggets tonight and for the Nuggets on Sunday because they want to face the Lakers. Even if the Lakers are able to keep home court advantage, Houston would love to play a wounded Lakers team as opposed to Denver. 2 weeks ago, the Lakers came into Houston and won 2 games, but that was when Luka was putting up 40 every night. They very likely would not have to see Luka or Austin Reeves.
That guy, Amen Thompson, going up against a one-man band, LeBron James, for 2 weeks, that's not going to be fun for the oldest guy in the league.
I will say this. Let's just say we see an older Kevin Durant and an older LeBron James in a playoff series. The two old gunslingers. Like, let's appreciate the greatness of that, even if they are not their absolute best.
Tim, I'm going to ask you, because everyone's talking about Wemby and the Spurs. The Nuggets have beaten them twice over the last few weeks, and I'm thinking about that shot. What do we call it? The Sombor Shuffle?
Sombor Shuffle.
It was unbelievable. Is everybody kind of looking at Denver? Is that the team that nobody wants to draw in the playoffs?
Yeah, no question. I mean, again, there's 3 teams that can win the West. There's San Antonio, Oklahoma City, and Denver. And Denver's had a lot of injuries this year. Aaron Gordon's been out of the lineup. Peyton Watson is hurt right now. Jokic obviously dealt with the bone bruise and missed several weeks earlier this year. But if they're healthy, if they're ready to go, Denver is good enough to not only beat the Spurs, but to also beat the Thunder. They might be the 3 best teams in the NBA this season. And as you said, Peter, Nikola Jokic in a clutch situation is as good as we've ever seen. And you saw it down the stretch in that game against San Antonio. San Antonio looked like a young team that had not been in those kind of situations before. And Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic are the best 2-man combination in the game.
And it's important to note, Timmy, that the Denver Nuggets have 7 guys, not including Jokic, 7 players who shoot close to 40%, if not 40% from 3.
Yep.
The three-point shot is the great equalizer. You give Jokic the ball in a spread floor, trouble.
I will add, they went into OKC in 1 game 1 last year. They took them to 7 games and just lost. So there is experience there for Denver.
And they lost Game 7 with Aaron Gordon playing on half a leg.
No doubt. But the Thunder